Hey guys, welcome back to Film Title. Today we'll talk about the most nauseating moment on Dr. Pimple Popper. Let's head into it. Number 1. Halloween Shoulder Bump. On Thursday night, the second season of Dr. Pimple Popper, a TLC series starring dermatologist Sandra Lee, came to a close. After a series of fascinating patient profiles in earlier episodes, the season finale was a breath of fresh air. Lee helped one man with a kind of rosacea that virtually closed up his nostrils and another with very scaly skin. Leonard, a man with a dread of doctor's offices and a troubling shoulder hump, with a startling diagnosis, was highlighted in the last episode. He exhibited a big hump on his shoulder with a red and black, angry-looking wound at its center during an interview part. "It's what I refer to as the chip on my shoulder," he said. "It began as a little bump and became larger and larger." He went on to say that he scratched his skin on a briar while working outside, resulting in the damage at the middle of the hump. His skin had torn, but it had not healed completely. Leonard also complained about the lump, which he described as smelling like 10 dead rats and causing him discomfort. "It aches," he said. "It feels like 2 pairs of pliers are gripping my flesh and slowly pulling it apart." Leonard's issue was further complicated by the fact that he's afraid of attending doctor's offices and being exposed to sick patients. "I experience panic attacks when I go into a doctor's office," he said. "I can handle a lot of things, but when people cuff and hack, I get up and leave. I'm making every effort to face my concerns." Leonard overcame his fears of going to the doctor's office, and in Lee's office exam room, he rolled up his sleeve to display the bulge. After inspecting it, Lee stated, "I've never seen anything like this. It's insane looking. This is quite alarming to me, and it makes me believe that this may be much more harmful." She was particularly concerned that it might be some form of skin cancer. She extracted a little sample of tissue from the bulge before removing it to submit to a pathology lab for investigation. "In many respects, knowing what it is beforehand can sometimes impact into your decision making on how to remove it," she explained to Leonard, who was frustrated that the bump wouldn't be removed right away. Knowing a diagnosis before removing something is actually rather significant. Leonard went for a follow-up visit to receive the results of his biopsy later in the show. He was more nervous about going to the office, but once he was there, Lee came in with a positive news. Leonard's growth was discovered to be a lipoma, and there was no evidence of malignancy. A lipoma is a fatty tissue bulge found immediately beneath the skin. Lipomas are yet to be fully understood, although they can be caused by physical damage or develop as a result of certain hereditary diseases. They're fairly frequent, occurring in roughly 1 out of 1,000 people, regardless of where they come from. While some lipomas may need to be removed because they can cause pain or interfere with muscle growth, many others do not. Of course, depending on the location and size of a lipoma, a patient might desire it removed for cosmetic reasons as well. Lee surgically removed Leonard's lipoma, a treatment she's demonstrated many times on her popular YouTube channel. A 6-week follow-up section revealed that Leonard had healed well and that eliminating his bump had helped him become more outgoing. Number 2. Removing a cute little cyst. In a recent video on her YouTube channel, Dr. P helped a man get rid of a frenemy, a cyst on his cheek. The man revealed in the video that he had been suffering from the cyst for 10 years. Dr. Pimple Popper diagnosed it as an epidermoid cyst, a form of cyst that occurs when skin cells burrow and grow beneath the surface. Epidermoid cysts usually grow slowly and are not unpleasant. Dr. P used an injectable treatment to numb the cyst off camera before treating the man. She then used a surgical blade to cut into the cyst center. Dr. P said in the video, "This creature spit at me a few times. Creamy yellow pus squirted out of the growth," as she spoke with the patient and squeezed his cheek. Lee then squeezed both sides of the growth with her fingers, releasing additional solid pus that was likewise yellow in color. The pus extraction didn't stop there. Dr. P next used tweezers and snatched more solid chunks from within the growth. She used scissors to widen the incision and create space for the growth's hefty insides to be pulled out. Lee had removed the entire cyst and its sac within 4 minutes. According to Lee, removing the cyst's inner sac is critical because leaving it in place could result in the growth returning. Dr. P finished the man's surgery by stitching up the incision and showing him his self-proclaimed enemy in the video. He expressed his fascination with the cyst's look, but expressed his relief at the end of the connection. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.